Kevin Natividad took the fight on a really, really short notice. Do you think that will be an advantage for you?
It could be, but these are those little things that I stay away from overthinking. I think that can be a negative to look into these little things that don't really mean much. For all I know, this guy was preparing to fight the best fight of his life, and he just happened to be a guy that was ready to take the fight. And I can't look at it as, oh, maybe he's not ready. Maybe I'm, more prepared because I was preparing for Ricky Simone. In the end, it's a fight. You go in there, anything can happen, and you just got to be prepared to beat anybody that's in front of you.
I was reading your Twitter, and when you got the Ricky Simon fight, you say that what you like about taking short notice fights is that you don't have this that you are talking about the overthinking factor. Is this the same case scenario, like um, taking another fight or even more shorter notice? Is the same for you now?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like technically, this fight wasn't really too short notice. I knew about the fight about 4 weeks ago. I'm already training. It's not like I fall out of shape too bad after fight. So 4 weeks is not too bad. I mean, I only really need like 5, 6 weeks to properly prepare. I feel like. But for featherweight, making the weights pretty easy for me, especially on shorter notice. It's nice. And yeah, like you said, there's a build up to these fights. There's, that time that you're thinking about the fight is longer when you have 6, 8 weeks, and there's this
Mhm.
anticipation, and you finally get to fight week, and it's just a whole long, drawn out process. For me, I kind of enjoy like not even having to deal with that, just being ready to fight at all times, and just like, oh, here's another fight. Let's go do what we do.
And what aspects of your fighting game did you improve since your last fight?
Yeah, just everything. You got to be evolving everywhere in the game. There's these new guys coming up, and they're very well-rounded fighters. They're good everywhere. So just being prepared for everything. Working on little specific things that maybe would entice the judges to be on my side in case we do go to a decision. But ultimately, just being myself, having fun out there, and executing.
And my last question, um, will you write another song to try to get a contract for Fire Island?
I might have to break out the ukulele again for the Fight Island. I don't know though. That 14-hour flight is not too interesting for me. I kind of like the Vegas. It's not too bad. 5 hours for me, in and out. And the whole quarantine thing in Abu Dhabi. I don't know. The experience might be cool. I know they fly you out like first class style, but I'm liking Vegas so far. I might get one at the end of the year when they come back here, hopefully.
Since you talked about that, would you like to fight with people, or do you prefer, because a lot of fighters say, no, you know what, I don't like to fight with people because it's kind of distracting. So what do you say about that?
Yeah, with the no fans for me, like the first time it was a little bit different. You're walking out to a stadium in Jacksonville, is a little more open. But ultimately, when I get in the cage, like I'm 20/20 vision. I'm focused. I don't really have time to be thinking about any other distractions. I'm listening to my corners. I am, just dialed in with my opponent. So, ultimately, with fans, without fans, you have to go in there and be ready to fight at your best.